from the Cajun capital of the world.
I'm the average Lafayette, Louisiana kid.
See, I'm back on my...
Hey, fellas. Hey, Brady Review said, congratulations. Say what's up, y'all. Yeah!
People that have courage don't have no extra gene. There's no difference in you. The difference is, are you going to sit down when it's time to stand up?
Ladies and gentlemen, excuse my French as we open up this Gulf Coast Bank post-game show, but I gotta say, hell yeah, baby. Holy shit. The Cajuns pulled off the impossible. And I think the biggest thing that we can come away with tonight is that the Cajuns have, excuse my French one more time, a motherfucking quarterback. Jimmy Butler is in the house. We got fans in the background. We got Jerry. We got Natty
Jimmy!
Daddy. And we got Terry on the line too, right? Hold on. Let's see if... no, there we go. Terry's here as well. Can't wait to hear what he's got to say.
I'll take it all day.
Boys and girls, this was fun. Jimmy Butler in the house. What's going on, man? How are you? Hey, first of all, there you go. Now we unmute him. Go ahead, man. What's going on?
I'm good. Hey, look, man. I don't even know what to say. I'm so excited right here. You know what I mean?
All I know is Lane's going to have some editing to do tomorrow because I'm dropping F-bombs tonight. I don't care. After watching
100%.
that. Man, Cajuns get a much-needed, almost a must-win game win tonight, team win. And, we'll talk about this later. A certain voice of the Cajuns football program threw a shot at us tonight, boys, where they said, some people on social media saying that the team quit. Well, they can never say that again. I will like to say another time, nobody said the team quit at any point this season. We did say guys quit on plays. And a lot of people agreed with us. So I would just like to say that again.
I agree.
Nobody said that the team quit at any point. We were not wrong in saying players quit. What the hell was Missouri? What the hell was Rice? What did we witness against EMU? Players quitting on plays. But we never said the team quit. And all it took was lunch coming in. And I got to tell you guys, it was incredible to see Lunch's, when he came into the game and you looked at the huddle and you looked at the guys going on the field and you looked at how the team was flat coming out yet again, which I was concerned about. I think I texted you guys before the game and said, Marshall's hopping around, having fun, dancing to songs. We're not doing any of that. When Lunch came in the game, my dude was hopping around, getting in guys' faces, getting them pumped up. Responsible for 5 touchdowns tonight, boys. Jimmy, I know you've been around the program for quite a while, but have you ever seen a win like that, brother?
Western Kentucky, maybe.
Oh, we're gonna go Western Kentucky route. Oh,
Without the quarterback change, right?
Yeah.
But as far as the dramatic of it, yeah, I think that kind of constitutes as just as dramatic as this. You know.
Yeah, and Terry's chiming in. Terry, go ahead. What were you saying?
I was just saying I agree with Jimmy. Like Western Kentucky 2012, when we were down by like 10 points in the fourth quarter, like that definitely reminded me of the comeback. And plus the hole we were in. If y'all don't remember, like 2012, we had that horrible, miserable loss to Florida, and we had to come back and fight for bowl eligibility. And that's what it reminded me of. So I was just agreeing with Jimmy on that one.
Oh man, he agreed with Jimmy on something. Hey, tell me, Terry. I know you. What was that, Jimmy?
I said, right. I fully expected Terry to come on here and say something negative even after the win that we just had. So Terry, I'm surprised, man.
Well,
I'm very surprised.
That was his first comment, and that's what I was going to get into, Terry. What else you got for us today? And look, let's not pussyfoot around this. We played poorly for 3 quarters, and our defense came in at the end of the game and did what they had to do to win, and I was very proud of their effort. But I got to tell you, brother, it was very concerning for 3 quarters. So if there was some bad, I would say at the quarterback position, which we saw. And then these other guys are distracting me. I'm sorry. But I would say the defensive play for 3 quarters, and then, of course, the quarterback play until lunch came in was poor.
Yeah, I totally agree. And, Jimmy, if you have more to say, I don't want to cut you off, bro. I was just agreeing with you. If you have more to say, I don't want to cut Jimmy off.
But, I mean, look, all I'm saying is I think I said it 2 weeks ago. When we're trying to run the ball 60% of the time, right, you need a quarterback going to affect the run. And Terry, as an offensive lineman, I know you see it. Whenever we run zone read, no one respects Bill when he so-called. You know what I mean?
I agree.
No one respects that, right? So you need a quarterback who, when things aren't open, he's going to run zone read. You have to worry about him. You have to worry about him potentially giving the running back the ball. That's going to open up the passing thing, which we've seen today. You know what I mean? Sorry, I'll be honest with you. I don't know what you're going to say that's negative, but I'm interested to hear because man, I'm a cloud 9 right now. I just want to say shout out to my boy Boris, man. He said he on right now. He listening. So Boris, if you're listening right now, man, go ahead and comment, chime in, man.
Man, we got by the way, we got a lot of commenters tonight. We got John Aiken, Blake Bork. I'm coming to you next. We got a lot of great commenters tonight. So I'll go back to you, Terry, and let you have your final thoughts.
I won't. Other than the only negative thing I would say, man, we had every excuse to lose this game. Let's be honest, man. Like when's the last time we won a game like this? With like Georgia State was like I think the last overtime game we won back in 2020. We have lost games like this time and time again, since Dez has been the coach. And I'm not calling out Dez specifically. It's just like it just seems luck is never on our side. Because let's be honest, Billy Napier was not the best, play caller when it came to like, situational things. Sometimes Billy Napier was just lucky, and a lot of times it was just kind of he just had the personnel to recruit. And I'm gonna be honest, we don't have the same personnel, the horses to in the recruiting class like Billy had. Is that's just the truth?
Right. No,
and so he could get away with like y'all remember that conference championship game where it was like we were up by 8 points and there was 2 minutes left and he went for it on 4th down and he could have just punted.
For sure.
It took a sack by Chauncey Manac to seal the game, and it shouldn't have done that. Like it was just poor coaches, just time again, and like it seems like we just couldn't win that way with the person that we have. I'm happy for Dez. That's the main thing I want to say, man. I'm happy for him. We have all these Sunbelt and Tech fans coming at us with all the money stuff and all the deficiency, all the stuff they want to comment, all that bullshit. Fuck all that, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Fuck all that shit. I don't give a fuck. Rating review off after dark. I don't care. This win matters for us as fans, us as a program, and the time, and for those guys in the locker room. Because Boris, like you've been there before, man. You've been there with the Bustle years. Losses, like the times y'all on. I wasn't there, but I know it can affect the team. I was never a part of that, but I know you can attest to stuff like a slope like this, a down slope like this can affect the morale of the team. And the fact that we were able to run Marshall, who we are 3-1 against, and we own. And let's be honest, we're 1-1 with a third-string quarterback against Marshall. Marshall had to go against a third-string quarterback for 2 games in a row, and they lost this time. So I don't care what Marshall fans say. We own them. We own Marshall. I don't care what anybody says.
Look, I'm going to just say this, Terry. We can go and nitpick about the ugly, and we will in the middle of this week. I'm just savoring the win tonight. And that I'll just, I think you feel the same thing, man. There's a lot that we did wrong tonight and put ourselves in a position to lose. But in the end, we made the right decision, put Lunch in the ball game, scores 5 touchdowns.
Dude, it's crazy, man. And Coach Salgado, he's got to reassess that defense. I just don't know. These guys are in positions to make plays. Like, I can't tell you how many times y'all have seen, like, these guys, like, literally in a receiver space, and they make crazy catches. They just make the utmost insane catches of all time. And we have guys literally right there to make a play, and they just can't do it. So I know the guys are in position. Coach Salgado puts them in position, but we just need the horses to make the plays, man. And we'll make it fixed. But I'm happy, bro. Like I'm gonna name my first son Lunch Winfield. My wife's okay with it. Shout out to Timothy Chalamet. He's Lisan Al Gaib. He's never wrong. He's just early. The college game day pick from last year, so I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we have every excuse, like injuries on the receiving core, the offensive line, quarterback. We had every excuse to make, and we still won. And Jimmy, you can attest to this, man. Like, I'll defend Jimmy all day, bro. Like, Jimmy has the best hands I've ever seen. And sometimes you have like just one receiver that's really good, and the rest is really young. And I tell you, would look at a stat line. Go back and watch that, like Broadway, like my senior year, junior Broadway. Broadway might throw no more than 20 passes, and he'll complete like 60% of them, right? And a few of them are to Jimmy, and the other one are square on too. And we ran the ball so much. That's what you got to do. You got to put it on the offensive line to run the ball. You got to trust in those guys. I love the offensive line, bowed up and got it done, and I couldn't be happier, bro. I mean, this is just a crazy, crazy feeling. T-Sab lost. I'm happy about that. Everybody should be happy about that. I mean, like, everybody in the state should celebrate that loss. And last thing I'll say, unless there's anything else that's on my mind, we are 2 more wins. I don't know how important this is to you guys. We have 2 more wins until we have 100 wins in the CFP era. Like, I think that's a really important thing. Like, for those who don't know, like, in the CFP era started in 2014, App State, Boise, Memphis, Toledo, I think Troy, and Marshall are on that list. So 2 more wins till, like, we have 100 more wins in the CFP era is a very important thing, a very cool milestone that this program has a chance to achieve. And I'm happy for Des. I'm happy for this team. Like, we can compete. I'm not saying that I think we compete for a conference championship. I don't know about that right there. I'll say that. But, like, this team has everything it needs to win every game going forward. And it's just happy. I'm just happy to see. So, oh, man, I was crying in my living room. But I'll let it go, though.
Man's crying over a win over Marshall in the 5th game.
It means something to me, bro. It means something to me.
It just means more, damn it. All right, I get it, man. I get it. Well, Terry, keep yourself on mute, but pop in if you want to. Blake Bork, you've been holding a while. John Aiken will go to you after him, but Blake, unmute yourself. What's going on, man? How are you? Blake might have fallen asleep waiting for us. We can come back to Blake. John Aiken, I know you're driving. I heard you earlier, man. What's going on, brother?
Fellas, what's up?
Hey, just enjoying the win, baby. I saw you had better seats than me, which kind of upset me. But, that's all right. We can deal with that.
Man, I got to tell you, this, for me, as a dad, bringing my 2 kids out to a Raging Cajun game is like a defining moment. Like watching my 2 kids get behind the Cajuns like they did in the 4th quarter tonight. And like my son tonight, we walked out, and he said, Dad, they need to put a statue of Lunch right there. And then he said, next game, I'm bringing a shirt that says a lunchbox on it. And so, like, for me, you guys know my story a little bit and kind of like what I've tried to do here at UL. But to bring my kids over and to watch them fall in love with a dude and just get behind them. And this was, to me, was more than just the win, but it was like what the fan base needed, with the incredible stadium, what they've been able to do there tonight, sitting in, great seats with great people and seeing it pay off and seeing the excitement and everybody just like people, man, that's a lunch special. That's lunchtime. If there was ever a person that was built for NIL in this era for Lafayette to rally behind, it's Lunch Winfield. And so it was just an incredible time. We stopped by the tailgate real quick on the end and just to say what's up. But best stop, Ranger Review, the lunch special. I mean, it doesn't get that much easier than that, guys.
Man, maybe we need to team up with the best stop to get a lunch special.
Oh,
guys.
no. We doing it with Gulf Coast Bank already, guys. We got that in the box.
All right.
We got that in the box.
All right, Blake.
We claimed it.
Hey, I'm not trying to step on anybody, baby. Oh, that's good
I
stuff,
just got
John.
pulled over by a state trooper while y'all were talking.
Oh, nice. How fast were you going, brother? How fast were you going?
I wasn't, man. I was driving with my lights off, dude. I had no idea. I'm so in the
Blake was so excited he had his lights up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it stopped me. I mean, both your brake lights are out. I was like, no, I'm sorry. But anyway, I was saying a prayer there too, and it got answered. So I want to talk about the football game, and I want to talk about the fans leaving, and then I want to talk about faith real quick.
All right. Well, I got to tell you, Blake, I did leave after the first quarter because I had to come get ready for this. So excuse me for doing that. That was pre-planned. I just want to say that.
I understand. I know. You got to do that stuff. So look, from a football game standpoint, look, it was 17-7 going into half, and the team was fighting. All right, like it was 17-7 going into half. They get a cheap one kind of like at the end. They come out. My boy throws a pick six, throws another interception, and then they pull him. Right. The defense wasn't playing great at that point. What I was in my mind, I was saying, I love our head coach. I just feel like we should fire our offensive coordinator. Like in my mind, I was like, I just feel like he's a great manager of the program and a great ambassador for the Cajuns and a good recruiter for the state of Louisiana. But the play calling is very still predictable, and Lunch comes in and executes the small package that he knew. And you guys heard me say this before, but Terrell Fenroy's on the wall because Coach Des kept the ball. And with Lunch's ability to be able to keep the ball and having three stud running backs back there, especially Simon Perry and Bill, it's going to open up lanes. It's going to make everything better because you have that threat, and he ain't scared to keep it and chuck it and go. Besides the called like student body left and student body right, which we were seeing at the end, where the offensive line can say, we're just going to get it down. We got an extra blocker. Good luck. Like he's going to make that type of stuff work. So and if you'd have told me, Casey Blanchett was saying this when we were walking out the stadium, I feel the same way. If you'd have told me Lunch Winfield was going to be throwing a dime between three for Maurice at the end of the fucking, are you kidding me?
That was insane. He made two of the best throws. I mean, that was very Wooldridge-like, brother, because I've been saying all season, can we not have a guy who can throw the ball deep with accuracy? And Lunch Winfield, who is known for his legs, did that tonight, and good luck game planning against that the rest of the season, brother.
You got five touchdowns. I don't know when he came in the game. If it was how long was in the third quarter? I feel like he scored, 2 rushing touchdowns in the fourth, 2 passing touchdowns in the fourth?
I think he scored a total of 5 times, and I think it was he came in after Beal's second interception. I think that was late in the third quarter, but may have been early in the fourth. I'd have to go back and look at my notes.
Incredible, bro. He willed it. All right, so from a straight up X's and O's, like he's gonna make your play call look a lot better because he's gonna be executing. It's gonna get a lot easier to call plays. He's gonna put linebackers. His best friend's gonna be the tight end. His best friend's gonna be the running backs because he's gonna put linebackers on skates. You're gonna have to be on your heels because you don't know who's gonna get the ball. And if Bill Davis is running straight in the middle of your chest, and you're a linebacker and you have to pause on that mesh point, if he's even, he's leaving. You're done, right? If you're a cornerback, think about the last couple plays. That last play when Lunch rolled out and he was keeping the ball super high, 4 or 5 yards past the line of scrimmage. That's because the cornerbacks didn't know where he was at. That was keeping them in coverage because they thought he was still going to throw the ball. He was going to run it. He's holding the ball high past the line of scrimmage. That's not by accident. That's a kid who did that a lot in high school.
Correct.
So, super excited about him. I remember sitting behind him when Chris was still our quarterback. I was sitting behind his parents, and they were talking about how he was the truth. And a couple people ran into Bill's parents and Lunch's parents today and said that they were hungry for a win. And boy, Lunch was hungry today. 100%.
So let's talk about the fans, because I know you want to talk about that too. Yeah. Leaving early.
So look, yeah, man. Like, here's the deal. Like, I don't know what it's like to leave a game early because I've never done it. I don't care what it is. It's like, I paid for the ticket. I didn't pay for the win. The team don't owe you to win when you buy the ticket. The team owes you to play the game. You're a fan who's investing. Why would you all of a sudden, when you cutting your losses? You're trying to beat traffic? How do you call yourself a Raging Cajuns fan? Why are you buying season tickets if you're going to leave in disgust?
I think Blake might have hit a bad sell spot, guys. You still there, Blake?
All right.
Well, I mean, we lost Blake, but guys, you understand? I mean, I agree with Blake. I mean, why would you pay for tickets and leave the game early? I think a lot of that has to do with the frustration of what we have witnessed for 4 games, and then this was like a reiteration of everything we've seen. John, I see you unmute yourself. What'd you think, brother?
I mean, yeah, that's not necessarily about the fans, but about once again, I thought one of the most impressive plays of the night was on that last drive, and he gives a hard count to get us the first down.
Correct.
Fourth down.
Correct.
Like, and you know, the knock, I've listened to a little bit, you know, like command of the offense and command of the game. His command and his poise in all circumstances tonight, even on watching him come over to the sideline and just talking to his O-line, talking to the offensive team as the defense was struggling to get a stop. I mean, you guys mentioned it earlier, but his rally around ability and just the command that he showed, like, I told a couple of guys, and this name might not be a name to bring up, but this is a bigger, stronger version of Zion Chris. Like, I mean, this kid right here was just the command of it was incredible to me. And that play, to get them to jump, to get the first down, and then not just the long throws, but how many times did he step up into the pocket or he found like a soft spot and didn't just take out running, but found a guy over the middle. He found ZP one time over the middle for a 15-yard gain. He made some of those medium plays where it wasn't just put your head down and go make the play happen. He kept his eyes downfield and found plays. I mean,
and that's
incredible. Now the fans,
and you know what else? Like I said earlier, like watching him in the huddle and getting guys pumped up and like showing some emotion. I haven't seen that this season. I'll be honest with you. From a quarterback perspective, he was bringing some energy to that offensive line and to his wide receivers, and that was amazing. Absolutely amazing.
And you know, you guys talk about guys coming out flat. And as a former coach, I think sometimes players know, right? Like, players know the circumstance. They know who might have got it. And so sometimes they may be a little apprehensive or unsure of the situation. When Lunch came in, all of a sudden the team got sure of themselves real quick.
Correct.
Right? Like that confidence through the roof. It's funny, man. I don't know if you guys noticed at the beginning of the fourth quarter, we did the swag surf, and Marshall players were going crazy.
Yep.
On the sideline, Marshall players were dancing, having everything early in that first quarter. I mean, you hope that they can parlay this into some things. I feel great for Dez. They found.
I think John's hitting that same cell tower that Blake was on earlier. Blake? Oh, sorry, John, you're back?
Man, it's the cell tower between Lake Charles and Jennings, man.
There you go.
I don't know what happened. Hurricane Laura took it out. We never put it back up. But I'm just going to hang up and listen, guys. But, yeah, happy for y'all. Big-time game. Awesome environment. Even the few thousand that were left, it was a fun time, man. Like, we had a heck of a time, and the seats were on fire late in the game. It was awesome. So go Cajuns. Awesome night.
Hey, John, I just wanted to say thank you for calling in, and brother, we appreciate all the hard work you put in to get guys to where they need to be here NIL wise, and really all the work that you do and your dedication to UL. So thank you, brother. Appreciate you calling in, and keep grinding, bro.
I appreciate it.
Blake Bork, I see you're back. Before we go to the next caller, I want you to finish your thoughts about the fans.
Yeah, so from the fan standpoint, it's just this encouragement for the fan base to not give up on your ticket. Like, you're there, sit next to the people. Like, I don't understand the thought process around, like, you're disgusted by the play. That was a good game. 2 plays happened, and people started clearing out, and the students started leaving. And so, like, it's got to be some type of a culture change inside of our stadium where we're not quitting on a team that lost 1 game to Rice. We know how that game went, but they lost by 2 points. Lost 1 game to whatever the hell, Michigan, by 3 points. It's 5 points away from having 1 loss.
Like, you know what I think it is? I think it is the immediate gratification of social media these days, and I think that leads to a lot of what you see these, like,
they missed out, bro. That was the game of my, like, I've watched a lot of Raging Cajun football games. I have never seen what we saw tonight, having a player and a team rally around a player, 5 touchdowns, and then the back and forth. And Marshall wanted it too, dude. Marshall didn't lay down.
Right.
That was a freaking dogfight, man. And so that's, from the fan standpoint, it's like, look, man, y'all just rally up, like, share the message, like, stay calm, bring somebody. The people who were still there, that's the real ones.
That was incredible.
You know, yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing. And so, yeah, brother, I appreciate what you guys are doing. Appreciate what John's doing for the NIL. And then, yeah, man, the lunchbox, Jason Patu's already working on it. You got.
I'm not touching that. Hey, if Jason's on it, enough said, brother.
Bro, I want Lunch's face and a little transformer body. I want to have a lunch pail, bro, and a little hard hat. Let's go to work.
Let's go, baby. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for calling in. Terry, you want to give a comment to that, bro?
Yeah, about the crowd leaving, and I guess to play devil's advocate, if you're a parent and you have young kids and you want to get in the bed, because sometimes you don't get these game times until a week before, so you have no idea.
Right.
When these games are gonna start. So if you have young kids, that's the one thing I'll say. If you have young kids, I understand if you leave the game. But other than that, there isn't no reason. Like when Jimmy was talking about Western Kentucky back in 2012, man, that first blackout game we had, we were down by 2 scores, and we were all wondering where the fans went. As players, like, that is something we noticed. Like on the field, like where did all the fans go? The game's not over. And but you know, that's just something as a player you just can't really think of in the moment. But yeah, man, like the fans need to stay. That was great. I was looking on the broadcast. I live here in California, and my wife had a dinner party at during the football game. And if you're a person that schedules fall weddings during football season, you're just the worst person ever. But I mean, my wife scheduled a dinner party, and honestly, I was okay with it because, you know, she scheduled like 2 weeks ago. I was like, there's no way I can watch I'm gonna have a UL game on during dinner party, but I did it anyway. And so that was great to watch, and just seeing the fans leave was disheartening, but just seeing the comeback was just
amazing, man. Yeah. Hopefully they got to watch it, because you know what? Maybe that tells our fans for the rest of the freaking season, don't quit on this team.
Yeah, without a doubt.
We'll see if that happens. Hey, I got to ask you, Cole. People are asking if you'll down Natty Light. They said, I bet he will not chug that Natty Light. I will take it. I'll take a shot with you, brother. Well, you have to unmute yourself, but let's talk. Are you going to do it?
Dude, I mean, what do you want? I mean, this thing is...
Well, chug a real one. Don't chug
your
that.
mama, go King.
That's lame.
Give me Natty Light. Give me Natty.
We got Jerry shushing people over there. We got... Like, it's Raging Review After Dark, baby.
But I gotta ask. Hey, everybody! What time is it? Let's go! All right.
It is lunchtime.
It's lunchtime.
And by the way, I am not in Abraham Lincoln's house. This is my mama's house. Old people's houses look like this, bruh. I don't know what to do. I went to the game. I came over here. What you want, bruh?
Nick, is there plastic everywhere on the furniture?
There is not plastic everywhere on the furniture, but she does have a lot of china and crystal all over the house. And I got a memorial of my high school picture. It looks like I died. And she set something up. I got to send that to you because that's something. Hey, you ready?
Hey, look.
You ready there, Natty Daddy, or what?
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
We gotta get another one.
Well, I mean,
You might have drank it all.
I did. You didn't even see me drink it.
I mean,
Hey, Mike's talking about how to leave because your son was feeling bad, brother. We're not hating on anybody for those reasons. It's just in general. A lot of people left.
Here's the problem. My camera is meant for a fan cam. These are all the fans, and they're on
Yeah, I
this
see
side
that.
instead of being on the other side.
I see that. I can yell if I want to, LC. She dead to the world, bro.
Good job, guys.
I'm trying to take a shot, and I'm waiting on the slow
Hey, you
ass
know what?
natty daddy.
You know what though? I want to tell you, Nick. Look at how that team rallied around lunch. You're down 17 in the first 5 minutes of the second half. Down 17, and then all
Jerry,
of a sudden lunch goes. Yo,
look at how lunch turned our season completely around.
I mean, look. No, you're right, but look, it's unbelievable. We were down by as far as 17 points to start the second half. First 5 minutes, lunch goes in on one drive. I'd like to know where the hell has this been for the last 4 weeks? Oh, he's going to go in every 3 drives. And then we find out he doesn't go in every 3 drives. Then he goes in last week, and they call these simplistic first grade peewee plays. And then you see him air it out tonight. You saw that touchdown pass he threw down the seam for 50 yards on the money.
Who's making the decisions that who's under center? When we saw what we saw tonight, who made those decisions? They need to be fired. And that's from Josh. Nick's not saying that. That's Josh.
That's from Josh.
But it's true. Like what college coach looked at the everything and said, these are the better options, and then you get the performance from lunch tonight who may have saved our season.
Agreed. And look, I love me some Daniel Beal. All right. Daniel is straight up. He's got upside. But right now I feel like lunch. I feel like yeah, all right. Oh,
I'm good, bro. It was just a lot.
I feel like lunch right now. When you saw that team, when you see a team react to that after 4 weeks of just lackluster play outside of McNeese, when you see a team react like that, just straight up in 2 quarters or a quarter and a half and come back down 17, dude, you could not have asked for a more perfect time to go into a bye week because now you can regroup around lunch.
Agreed. I think this is perfect. By the way, Ronnie, I appreciate you chiming in, man. Marshall fan in our mentions tonight, dude. We hung out with Russ, and I cannot remember the other guy's name, but Russ,
Jamie,
of course, from
Jamie
from the Marshall podcast there, and great guys. We hooked them up with some good food here and some good places to go. They're gonna bring their wives some good beignets from Louisiana. And I know he was disappointed. I mean, we were going back and forth, and he was like, "Oh, I'm worried until the clock reads zeros," and I'm like, "Bro, about what?" And then this happened. So unfortunately, I had to come home and do this, but I didn't get a chance to tell him bye. But every Marshall fan I came in contact with today was super nice. Of course,
awesome.
We invited every one of them to come eat and have a good time and party with us, and we wish them the best and the safe trips home. So. Good dudes. I appreciate that, Ronnie. Let's go to Andy Thomas. I see you there, brother. You've been holding on a while, man. I appreciate you for standing by. What is going on, Mr. Andy?
What's up, boys? Listen, I know y'all want to be negative sometimes, and, I mean, we hadn't even started a conference game yet, and y'all are out here being negative. So, shout out Bob Marlin for that.
Oh, wow. Wow.
But
wow.
Hey, no, Andy, were you at the game tonight? Were you at the game tonight, Andy? No,
yeah,
don't
where
think
were
so.
you tonight, Andy?
Yeah, I don't think
Andy
so.
was at the game last week, so we
were you
can't
at the
shit
game
talk.
tonight, Andy?
Were you guys in Michigan? I didn't think so.
Exactly.
But
That's what I'm saying. My boy was at Michigan.
That man went to that water tower too.
With that idiot in the full gear in ULM. But anyway, go ahead.
I saw Dick Tower in all of its glory. So, but I did miss most of the game tonight. I was out drinking with a friend, but it pisses me off to no extent that lunch had not started prior to Beal. Like I feel like where would this season be if we started lunch? I think, before or once Walker went down, I think we at least have one more win in the bag, maybe two, but that's just where I'm at. And that's my main thought with that. And then also that penalty, I feel like we're not talking about enough at the end. I know we had 0 penalties the whole game up until that absolute
We need to talk about that. Yeah, that was
if we lost the game because of that roughing the kicker,
I would have lost my mind, dude.
Catch me in New Orleans at the Sunbelt office if we lost that game. So that's I missed most of the game, but I saw the end, so that's really all I have to say about that. But appreciate you guys for doing what you do. So it's lunchtime. That's that's my last comment.
Andy, thank you for helping us out and everything that you do, brother.
Of course, man.
It means a lot to all of us, so we appreciate you being a member of a team.
Yeah, man.
I also want to say, look, we're going to get into the negative stuff in the middle of the week and talk about stuff that we can improve on and all that, because we do have a bye week and we have time to talk about this stuff. But I do want to say, let's caution ourselves in the lunch conversation, because obviously we all think and believe, and we've been saying it, put lunch in the game, give him some meaningful playing time. He threw the 2 best passes I've seen for quarterback this season. Let's also say Marshall was not prepared for what they got out of lunch tonight. They were not prepared for lunch to be a quarterback in the game the entire game. They were not prepared for, is he going to throw the ball? Is he going to run? He's mostly running. And when he threw the ball, he was able to connect because they were not respecting the pass. So again, let's caution our excitement, because there is a whole rest of the season to go, and there will be tape sent around the league, and they're all watching what they saw tonight. And I'm sure some of that will be tapered down a little bit. But tonight, I'm just enjoying what we got. And, baby, again, it is lunchtime. And I got to say, of all the players on the team, Lunch is the one that pops up on my feed on X the most. For no matter what happens to this team, he is positive. He's saying, let's keep grinding. He's saying, let's keep going with this. And I approve. I approve. I appreciate that. That is a sign of a true leader. And Lunch is showing all those qualities there, Cole. What are you guys doing over there? I see y'all keep looking at the fans that are in attendance. What is happening?
I mean, dude, what do you want me to say? This tailgate is popping. Like, it's popping, dude. But no, so
fuck your mama, go Cave.
Jesus Christ. Dude, how do you want me to wrangle in these fans? But no. Lunch had a phenomenal game. We scored 51. We scored over 50. If you would have asked me before this game started, will we score over 50? There ain't no way in hell. I would have slapped my mama for 50 points. I would have slapped in the face. In the face.
I'm telling you, Mama, you said that, by the way. Or my mama will, because she's watching.
My mama's watching the show. My mama loves this. Guys, listen. This is a season-saving win. I mean, Daniel played fine. Lunch played great. I mean, how do you balance that? That's not my job. I don't get paid to deal with it. We get paid to answer phone calls and let the people talk. Jared can attest to that. You can attest to that. When I tell you, we left about early fourth quarter. We came here to set up. We got the music going. We got the TV going. We're looking at the stadium, and the lights are flickering. And I'm like, I think we just won the game. And we watched the TV. One play later, we won the game. But we like, we was cutting up. We was cutting up like scissors. You couldn't even put 10. Oh, let me tell you, my ice chest has never been more cold than it is tonight. I'm so proud to be a Cajun. The season is right in front of us. Just keep winning. Just keep winning.
I love that, man. And I love, Jerry, it was important what you said. Love the fact that we have a break next week. Get your shit together. Figure it out for the rest of the season.
He just smiling his ass off. Nick is smiling his ass off. That's the thing.
Terry, I see you there, brother. What's going on?
Yeah, and like you want to talk about negatives. I don't know if this is a negative thing I'm going to talk about, but
do we want to talk about negatives, man?
No, I'm not.
Womp 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 womp.
Oh, wait, there we go. All right, go ahead, Terry. Go ahead.
But I just gotta know.
Good call, Terry. Good call.
The whole thing with Lunch was why wasn't he starting? It was like, oh, he doesn't have the full concept of the playbook. And I understand you can't change the entire playbook, but why isn't little incremental things being shifted to the best, most athletic guy in the quarterback?
Well, why do we have a guy on the roster that can't learn the playbook? That makes no sense to me. I mean, obviously, we saw a lot from him tonight. So, I don't know, man. I mean, he looked like a player who knew how to do the job and manage the game and throw it deep and connect with guys and also fire them up in the process.
Yeah. Like, what's more important? Like, is it the concept of the playbook and just being a cerebral guy, which I think they both can be, or is it being a leader on the field and motivating your teammates to best get you to win? And if that means making the playbook as simple as possible with RPOs, zone reads, read options, powers, screens, and throwing like down the seam or out. If it comes that down to just 10 offensive plays, then why don't you just do it? Just do it. Like I don't care if we run a pro style offense. It doesn't need to be Sean McVay's LA Rams. Just run the damn ball. The Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens, they have a very simplistic playbook of just zone reads, read options, and powers. And you know what they do? They make it to the playoffs every year, and they win Super Bowls. That's all it takes. Like Lamar Jackson gets to the Ravens, and they throw the playbook out that Joe Flacco had, and they make it very they align it to Lamar's skill set. Why couldn't we have done that with Lunch? I don't want to dwell too far on the past because we can't fix those past losses, but just align your playbook with the skill positions you have. And I understand, we have the Walker Howard injury was the first week, and we couldn't really make that, change that quickly. But it should have never happened the EMU game. That game should have never happened the way it did.
Agree.
But I'm happy with this, and I just hope that they align the playbook with Lunch's skill set because there's no reason why the offense should look that bad as it has.
Bro, Terry, it's so easy. It's so easy to align it. This is how you align it. Remember the playbook that Dez ran when he was in college?
I've seen the clip.
Run that.
Exactly. Thank you, Blake.
You know what I mean? He should just be like, oh yeah, remember whenever I would keep the ball and would give the ball to a great running back and he'd run it for 100 yards a game? Like, yeah, let's just do that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jerry. I muted you.
That's what we did in the second half. If you really think about it, when Lunch went in, you had Silent Perry and Bill rotating carries, and then a lot of times Lunch either kept it. The beauty of Lunch on the rollout is he actually made some decent throws tonight. I don't know what it is about people saying he can't throw the football because I don't know what they must see or what we saw compared to what we saw tonight. He's throwing the football. Like, I mean, he hit that long pass. He was throwing well on the rollout. I mean, he did a hell of a job. I mean, he was 7 for 13, 145 yards. He threw for 2 touchdowns. That pass he threw to Martin in the corner of the end zone, he put in the breadbasket. I mean, that was probably one of the more accurate throws I've seen all season from any of the 3 quarterbacks that have played. So I don't know what people have their doubts about his passing ability. He can throw the damn football. And
clearly,
on top of that,
he proved that tonight, brother.
He's got mobility. So I mean, that offense just went from 0 to 100 in 1 or 2 drives with him in the game. Now, like you said, there's going to be film on him. There's definitely going to be film on him, especially with the next 2 weeks. But at the same time, the reality is you could do so much more with him now with the rushing attack. So I'm excited. Look, this is where the coaches earn their paycheck, and let's see that innovation. You have 3 play callers on offense. Let's see what they can do with this guy now.
I agree, brother. And by the way, shout out to Phil Martin. Came by with his peanut butter. What peanut butter something? It was alcohol. We took shots. It tasted like peanut butter. It was good.
Screwball.
Whatever that was. Shout out to Russ. Russ brought us some West Virginia Blackberry moonshine.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That was some of the smoothest stuff I've ever tasted. You think it's going to have a bite. Because everything I've ever tasted moonshine-wise is like, whoa, that's tough. That wasn't tough, bro.
Yeah, but that's authentic, too. When it's from West Virginia, I mean, that's authenticity right there.
Well, the guy
too.
won some reality show about with moonshine, so I guess he's pretty good at what he does. This is not the kind of moonshine you get at HEB in Texas. Boys, I went because I feel like this was a direct hit at us, and I do want to ask it again, and I want to get the fans who are chiming in's opinions on what was said. So, at the end of the game, the voice of the Cajuns said specifically there were some people on social media that were saying the Cajuns quit against Missouri. Well, they should never say that again. And I'm not going to say that's the exact verbiage of it, but I will say it was something to that effect. I want to say yet again, this is the second time on tonight's show, like the third time overall, that I'm going to repeat. We have never said that. We said players were quitting on plays. That being said, I want to know your guys' thoughts on the continuing drama around something that was, one, never said, and two, should not be the most important freaking thing on your mind when a team just won its first FBS game of the season. Why are we on your mind?
Send that shit to me. Why are we talking about that after a win? After your first conference win of the goddamn year.
And the first thing they do. Yep.
Listen, let me back this up. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. The voice of the Cajuns. The voice of the Cajuns. Oh, for the fans that are listening, because you have two eyeballs on your forehead and you can see with your eyes and you think these guys don't give effort. You stupid. Dude, I've been watching more football than you ever fucking do. Listen to me. I'm not. So I'm going to calm down now. We didn't give effort against Missouri. Guess you want to know why? Because we were down by 56. We were down by 56. The game was over by halftime. So did they quit? Yeah, they did. They did. And if you want to lie to my fans, if you want to lie to the fans, you want to lie to me? Lie to me in my face. There. Just work. Do your job. Do your job. And I can say for the voice of the Cajuns, do your job as well. Do not degrade the fans that watch games, because guess what? They are knowledgeable people. We are knowledgeable people. Do not degrade the people that watch the game. We know what we're watching. We are not stupid. We know what effort is. We've been watching the Cajuns play for 50 years. We know what good football is. We know what bad football is. And I don't mean to yell. I don't. I'm trying to back the mic up. I'm trying to back the mic up. Listen, but you're not going to tell me I'm stupid. You're not going to tell me the people, if you're saying you don't give effort, you don't know what you're watching. Well, guess what? I don't think you know what you're coaching. I don't think you know what you're calling. Because guess what? I call football too. You want to catch me on Friday night at Acadiana High? I know what I'm calling. The point is, I know what I'm watching. I am not a fucking idiot. Effort is effort. Anyway, Jerry, go ahead and take this over before.
Yeah, Jerry, I want you to follow up on that, brother, because you look uncomfortable, and this is amazing.
I can't say why are we bashing fans? First of all, why are we bashing paying customers? All right,
that's the problem I have. That's the problem I have, Jerry.
And number two, if you look at the last 2 weeks or 2 weeks ago, right, against Missouri, you all you gotta do is look at the Ahmad Hardy highlights where he scores that touchdown, that long touchdown run, and we got 4 defenders literally just kind of standing around, putting one hand out, trying to tackle. You have receivers that stop running on routes. Now that's not quitting, but that's also not putting effort. You don't have to quit, but also not put effort. And I said it, and I'll stick by what I said. That team didn't put forth effort against Missouri. I think they saw the film and saw that they weren't going to cut it. So it's okay. It's okay to say if your team doesn't put forth effort, because sometimes we do have eyes, we can see it. But the reality is, like tonight, They saw a spark in the second half. Lunch Winfield goes in. They have a good touchdown drive. Coach Daz keeps them in the game. And you know what the team said? You know what? We're good enough to pull this off. We're good enough to pull this off. So at the same time, no, they didn't quit, but they found a spark and they got something to be motivated about. And that's the difference between against Missouri. So no, I'm going to stick by what I said. No, the team didn't put effort against Missouri. And if you don't like it, too bad.
But nobody said the team quit. That's the problem. Nobody said that. And first, and second of all,
defensive coordinator.
But
the voice of the Cajuns, the game may have passed him by. That's all I'm going to say.
But we have got to stop shitting on the people who you want to show up to the games. We've got to quit shitting on the people who give money to the program. Perfect example tonight. We're told, no, you're a fan podcast. We cannot talk to you. But then you have a fan podcast that is giving credentials and sitting in the press box. And I'm not going to get deep into it, but I'm just saying, you shit on the people who give their honest opinions, who give the money, who give the blood, sweat, and tears to the program.
Nick,
and I'm sick of it, brother.
They shit on top 10 donors. Who cares? They don't care about the culture. They don't care about the sponsors. They don't care about the cult. They don't care about nothing. They do not care about anything but themselves. And I'm talking about about 10 people. Listen, you cannot tell a Cajun how to be Cajun. I will out-Cajun you every day of the week. I will out-Cajun you every day of the week.
Cole was the one talking me off the ledge today, and my boy is bringing the heat. I saw you there, Blake. Go ahead, Terry.
No. I'll say like as a player, man, like I saw that just like everybody else saw the Missouri game.
Right.
I have put the uniform on. I have played the game. I have won conference championships. I have won bowl games. I know what it means to play as a Cajun. I know what it means to hold on to the rope. They straight up gave up in the first possession of that Missouri game. And I don't care what the press box personnel says. I don't give a damn. I'll tell you straight up that there were guys on the first route, and I don't care who he is.
But Terry, the head coach mentioned it twice. Now we got the radio guy shitting on us. Let it freaking go.
I know. It's I'll tell you like this. Like, well, look, I don't know why. What? Good. What's up, Blake?
No, I was just gonna say, Terry. I mean, me and you had polar opposite type of college careers. I came under Stokely. I think we won one game that year. I don't remember seeing a game like the Missouri game since my redshirt freshman year, Coach Baldwin's first year. Mm-hmm. I never won a conference championship. I never went to a bowl game. We never had a winning season while I was here, and we lost games like 77-21 and 56-20 something. Like, we were the opposite. So I know what it's like to just be getting crushed by a team that's more talented than you and stronger at every position than you, and then they put in the second string, and you're like, oh, good, they're their second string, and they're fresh, and they're just as good as the first string.
Yeah.
And they just mollywop your ass. I swear to that, I'm telling you right now, I don't ever remember seeing one of my guys giving up on a play, but the fans sure the hell thought so.
Yeah.
And it's just because you're just getting dominated by a team that's that much better than you. Missouri's a good team. I don't know if they quit. I don't know what's in their real hearts, but I will tell you this. The one thing you should be pissed off at is they're not using your name. And if you became the chip on Dez's shoulder and you fire up a team to prove that they hadn't quit, good job. You helped them win. You know what I mean? Like, have them say your fucking name. Have them spell your name right. And as long as they're talking about you, that means you matter. But don't let them have free rent in your head. Don't feel like you're doing anything wrong or anything like that. You guys are doing a great job being able to keep us engaged, get us the stuff that we like to listen to. You just keep building your brand. Don't talk too much about the other stuff, bro, because they're gonna constantly. That's their MO, right? It is. It's their MO. How do we unite our Raging Cajun fan base? How do we continue to build on some of the stuff that we started last year, right? Where we continue to build momentum. We continue to look at how can we help players, do the NIL stuff, the tailgating experience, like all that stuff. Like, don't let them distract you from that. That's my only advice around the whole thing. And Terry, I wish I would have played on your teams, but dude, we played a different period, and But I just saw a really bad football team against Missouri. That's what I saw. I didn't see a good football team at all.
Let me just
That's
tell
okay.
you. Let me just tell you. You know what? I understand what you're saying. The problem is when they're actively trying to stop you. That's when it becomes a problem, and that's what's happening. There's an active like they're trying to stop detractors who say anything that is not part of what their messaging wants to be. And that's where the problem is. If you just don't like the message and you don't want to entertain it, that's fine. But actively going against it becomes the problem. And it's not just Rage and Review. This is spreading. It's like cancer. It is spreading around, and somebody's got to stop it. And I don't want to take the shine off the wind tonight because I know we're getting deep. It's Rage and Review after dark. But that's where I have a problem with it, is if you just don't like what people say, that's fine. Don't like what they say. But when you actively try to silence those people and campaign against them, that's when it becomes a problem. And these are the people that are giving you money, brother. You know?
Yeah, and I'll say this, man. Like, I will never stop being a Cajun fan. I have supported this team since I committed to this team in February 2nd, 2012. February 2nd, 2012. I think that's the day I committed to this school. And I said, like, I am all in. I will never stop being a fan of it, but I will also never stop being honest. And I want Dez and to be our guy long term. I want him to be the guy. But when there is an issue that I see on the field, and I see a guy who we have given money to, loaf around on routes, and it's my money, my tax dollars are going to this stuff, that's when I get furious. Not just because it's my money, but because I've worn the uniform. It's different for me, and I'm not saying it's a different. You other fans, like the other fans, can't all feel the same way. But for me and Jimmy and Blake, it's like, bro, like you have to know it to love it, to live it, to actually bleed for this school. Back in the day when there was no NIL or transfer portal. And so when I see that stuff, I will call it out and I will not stop. But also when there's a win like this today, I will soak it in. So happy for the win. And whoever wants to crap on all of us for calling out just the other stuff, just let it die. Let's just enjoy the day, bro. That's all. Just enjoy the day.
Look, the one thing I'm going to say is I will never criticize or tell a fan how to be a fan, ever. Like, you fan how you want to fan. I might not like it, but I'd rather have a fan that I don't like the way they fan than a fan not having a fan, right?
All right, let me say this in plain English. We are paying customers.
Exactly.
We buy your product. It's your job to get us into your venue. We don't owe you anything. We are paying customers. If I open up a restaurant, the town doesn't owe me to come eat my food. They don't owe me. I have to put good food out to make them want to come, and I have to put a good atmosphere in my restaurant to make them want to come. And that's the problem. People think we owe them. We don't owe you. We're fans. We're diehards. We're alumni, but we're paying customers. When are people going to figure that out? It's not rocket science.
Smartest man in the room syndrome there, Jerry. Everybody knows better than us, even though we've lived here all our lives. I don't know. All right. Well, you know what? Again, I don't want to take the shine off the fact that we beat Marshall tonight, 54-51. It is getting late, and I know we're getting in our feels tonight, right?
No.
Yeah. Hold on. Can we talk about the field goal, the penalty? Can we talk about that?
That is literally what I was about to say. So for those of you who were at the game that didn't see what we saw on television,
that was some dog shit.
I'm going to post the clip after we get off because I tried to do it and then I had to rush here. But the Marshall kicker literally not even walked. The tip of his toe touched a player that was already on the ground, and then he fell like he just got hit by a freight train. And they threw the flag, homie. They threw the flag. If that would have, and I think Andy or somebody said it, I would have lost my mind if we lost by 3 in that game because he missed that field goal. So we would have had a significant advantage in overtime, but yet they move him up and then he kicks it. Marshall fans were complaining about the penalties that they incurred tonight and the fact that we only incurred, I guess, one at that point. But guys, I got to tell you, there was not one single penalty that was thrown against Marshall that looked suspicious. And they were complaining about, I think, Lunch threw a ball when he was going down that bounced off the turf, but it was in the vicinity of one of our receivers, but they were pissed that wasn't called for grounding. I didn't see anything crazy, but they were bitching about it being a one-sided officiating game because of the lack of penalties we had. I would say we looked pretty disciplined tonight. I looked for holes on every play. I saw nothing. I don't know, guys. What do you think?
I don't know, man. I thought some of the penalties called on Marshall were justified. There were a few roughing the passer penalties that I saw. There were one or two holding calls that I clearly saw. The rest of them, I really couldn't tell you. I will say that is a compliment to our team with all the doggone penalties we've been committing over the last 2 or 3 games. I think we've been averaging like 8 or 9 penalties a game. It was refreshing to see that we didn't commit as many today and we played more of a clean game. But no, I mean, look, that I understand sometimes it's lopsided, but I'll just say from my point of view, and Cole, you can give your 2 cents. I thought some of the penalties that Marshall committed, I at least saw them. So like when I'm looking and I'm like, hey, oh, what is that? And then I saw a flag. It made sense as to why. Actually, there were 2 or 3 penalties that I thought Marshall should be called for that the ref didn't throw the flag. So I don't know, man. Maybe it's the fact that we didn't commit as many penalties, but I guess, look, tonight I'm complimenting our team on figuring that out. That has been a problem for us. It's been detrimental.
I'm pulling up that play right now as we talk because I did video it. I'm going to try to put it on the screen. Fan cam, Mr. Cole, what you think? As you eat. He's eating. All right, we're not talking about that. But we got Ronnie here. I appreciate Ronnie's honesty. Officials didn't beat us tonight. I mean, I'm the first to say Sunbelt officials suck, but there's nothing to say that I thought was egregious except for that one awful call against the kicker. That was silly. What are y'all eating, by the way? Why didn't I get any?
He's got Taco Bell. He's got Taco Bell.
Oh, we got Taco Bell now. Okay,
I might go get the game too. Why not?
The fans are bringing me. The fans are bringing me this food. I go get this food. They're bringing.
Do they not like me? Like what the hell, man?
No, you suck. You just did a board.
What the hell? I'm doing all the work.
I could get him to go to. I'll tell him to go drive to Scott and bring you some tacos. How's that? Get you some complimentary tacos.
Jennifer Lopez and tacos.
I'm sure Thelma got some good. Look, Thelma got some good food for you at the house. I'm sure.
Oh,
right?
Dude, look, Thelma cooked. So I bought half a cow from 4-6's Ranch in Texas. So I brought a beef roast for her to cook today. Holy shit, that was fire, bro. And I mean, I know there was a lot of marbling in that sauce, but it was good stuff, man. It was good. We got Cole here, guys.
Cole's got to come over. Oh, all right. No, we got Josh. Let's talk.
Well, we have another Cole. That's Josh. Is that you, Josh? What's up, buddy?
Hey, can y'all hear me all right?
I can hear
Buffalo's finest.
That's right. I'm going to be quick because I know there's probably others that want to speak, but I'm just going to say I would like to thank Marshall's dumbass offensive coordinator for throwing the football on that last stop when the kicker missed the field goal.
Wasn't that crazy?
We went in overtime. When you're ripping off 12 yards of rush between your quarterback and your 2 running backs, and you decide to throw 3 straight times, I'll never understand what that guy was thinking right there. So that was just really stupid. Gave us a boost. But look, if I'm on the offensive side of things and I'm a coach, I'm looking myself in the mirror today and tomorrow and every day from now until the next time we start a football game. And I'm thinking to myself, how is it that this talent sat on the bench for 4 weeks and my team was 1-3 because of my poor decisions at the quarterback position?
I said that too on your behalf earlier, brother.
I do not understand. Look, it's great to know the playbook. It's great to be cerebral. It's great to be in command of the offense. That's wonderful. What do you do when the lights come on? Who can get the kids to play for it? Who's going to follow them in the battle? Those are the questions you need to ask yourself. there was a big mistake made at the quarterback position for 4 weeks. That's nobody can argue with me about that anymore. I'm thrilled that we found our quarterback for the foreseeable future. You know, I don't know what happens with Walker when he's not injured anymore. I don't know how they handle that situation, but nobody can argue that the quarterback decision was handled. We need all of his loss for and you live and die with them. This defense has this is very we'll get like about it. Overall, I'll leave it at that. If you win,
Hey, Josh, you're breaking up on us, buddy. I think you might be in a bad cell spot. I'll give you a second.
If I'm in a bad spot, I'm in a bad spot.
You might be good now. You were talking about defense.
I was saying the defense was really poor, and body of work in total, not acceptable. I'm glad we stood up tall late in the game, but the defense just has some soul searching to do. I'm glad for the team. I'm glad the team won that game. We needed it. Unfortunately, it was in front of nobody in that beautiful stadium, which is disgraceful. But I think that the season can change right now going forward. Team's going to rally around lunch. Defense needs to figure out what they're going to do with themselves and tackle people. And that's it. I'm glad for a good win, especially against Marshall.
Hey, by the way, everybody wants to know why you're not here tonight. You wanna humor them and tell you what you're doing?
I'll give y'all a hint. Who that? That's all I'll say.
There you go.
Enjoy y'all night.
All right, brother. I appreciate you calling in.
He's jumping through tables. That's a bigger hint.
He is definitely jumping through tables. By the way, my mother just showed up. She's waving at me. Turned the light on, making sure I was still alive.
Thelma.
Thelma is awake, but I do want to. Let's play this. Let's go ahead and play this clip. Let's watch this, bro.
Oh, my goodness. These snaps have been high for the Herd.
Come on, man.
What shit is that?
Yeah, let's go back and look. He literally puts his toe on the player that's on the ground and says, "Oops," and they threw the flag. That nearly cost us a game.
That's the next Leonardo DiCaprio, bro.
That was
an Oscar.
Academy Award winning right there.
That was one of the worst calls I've ever seen.
That was terrible.
But hey, credit the Marshall kicker because he missed the kick and pulled that shit off.
He said Leo DiCaprio. Leo don't win shit. He loses that award every time. That's awful. That's like more like Denzel or something. Denzel wins that thing like 95 times.
Hey, yeah, I was gonna say Denzel wins that shit, but
anyway, boys, what are we talking about?
But that's like we usually lose these games.
We're 1 hour and 10 minutes in this show. And it doesn't matter. We're 1-0 in conference. That's all that matters. We can play triple overtime every game of this year.
No, let's not do it. Let's not do that. But
hey, ask Jerry. The tailgate was lit.
Hey, let me tell you. So we had a little bit of a lag on because we were getting the equipment ready. But then we already knew because the lights would be flickering in the stadium. So we'd be going crazy, like, what the hell just happened? And then 2 seconds later, the play runs and we score like a touchdown and we're going nuts. And then it got to the point where the last play where Lunch ran it in for the game winner, I'm literally walking like 100 yards away to just hear the crowd noise and watch to see if the lights go out. They're still watching. Everybody at the tailgate is still watching the game because it's lagging a little bit. Dude, the lights start going out. Bro, I just hear the crowd noise with the lights going out. I start running and start going nuts. I go straight to Cole's truck, start blaring the horn. I think I broke his horn. And then all of a sudden they run that play and everybody's going crazy. And Cole's blaring the music. It was epic. It was epic.
Hey, Jay, nobody listened to the radio, Jay. So, hey. What else? You were talking all the shit about the fans? Yeah, we're declaring war tonight. Anyway, keep going. What's up, Nick?
Hey, Ronnie, I just got to say, man, look, we're entertaining 100% of the time, no matter what happens. So feel free to join us any game. We probably have less viewers tonight because we won.
Your
Because
mom
when
to
we
go
lose,
eat.
everybody wants to scream. Who was that?
That's Luke. Luke's got that taco. He's got that Taco Bell box in his hand.
Man, ain't nobody brought me Taco Bell. I'm disappointed. But you know what? I'm having Thelma's fried chicken tomorrow, so all good.
More Taco Bell.
Let's see.
We got more.
Let's see who can down a taco the quickest between you and Jerry.
Oh my God.
Y'all ready? All right, y'all get your bets in. We're going to give you guys a couple seconds to get the taco out the. All right, here we go. Jerry, you ready? All right, I'll give you a 3, 2, 1. Ready? Let's go in 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see who downs this quick. Holy shit. Cole. I've never seen a human being eat a taco that quick.
That boy deep-throated that taco. Damn.
He deep-throated that taco. It's about to come
To
back
be fair,
up.
I think Jerry had a gordita crunch or something.
That's
some cheating. That's cheating. That's rigged.
The flying shits tomorrow will hit.
Hey, it's rigged.
What, dear?
I got
Oh.
a gordita crunch rigged.
My
Look,
mother's
I got
still
the
checking on me. Like, what is happening? This is definitely Rage and Review After Dark. Good God,
All
Cole.
we need is a casting couch, and then Cole.
No, we are not doing a casting couch. For the 18th time, I'm not on my bathroom floor. I'm not in Abraham Lincoln's house. I'm in my mama's formal dining room, okay? This is how they roll back in the day. Y'all.
Yeah, question. No, like y'all surprised with the attendance being 20,000, like as bad as it has been the past few games.
We heard. I will tell you, we did hear that attendance was going to be good tonight. I think they had a lot of promotions going on, and I'm just still laughing at them eating these damn tacos. Cole's going to have the shits tomorrow, but no. I was impressed by. We knew we would have a pretty good attendance figure, and so I wasn't that surprised, but happy about it. 1,000% happy. For sure.
Hey, listen, St. Basil selling po' boys tomorrow at the church. Y'all come see me. Y'all can get some po' boys, and praise the Lord.
Hey, Mama, you want a po' boy tomorrow? We'll go to St. Basil.
I'm glad he said that because I will get some. I will literally get some for the Saints game.
Steve Monte and Cole.
What kind of
By the way, Cole, can somebody take my little backpack cooler?
I'm in.
Somebody take my backpack cooler home so I can get it from you? Because I left that y'all's.
You need to come, Nick. Come tomorrow. Come get some sausage po' boys at St. Basil.
Well, my mama's cooking some fried chicken tomorrow.
Can we? I got an idea. How about we bring the sausage po' boys to your house
and eat some fried chicken?
Dude. Ding ding.
Thelma don't know any about this, but
Light
yes,
bulb.
we can work that out.
Done. It's a date.
Hey, Ronnie, the question about how much the stadium holds. So we reduced from like 41,000 to I think 31,000 officially.
Right,
So,
right under 31. Yeah.
So that is where we are. Yeah. And after a 1-3 start, 21, I'll take it.
Look, I want to tell Ronnie, first of all, thanks for the love. But
For sure.
We needed this game tonight. Like, we're so ecstatic after the last couple of weeks of bad football that we've watched. Not only did we need this game, in the third quarter, Daniel throws that interception. They go up 34-17. And what were you guys thinking, right? Oh, here we go again. Another week of bad football. And then when Lunch goes in and just completely makes a 180 with this team, we needed this game tonight.
By the way,
Ronnie, listen. Ronnie, we needed this game so bad. My wife told me she would leave me if we didn't win tonight. Dude, her and all three of the kids, they was gone. My youngest kid has strep, and she said, I'm out the house and the Cajuns don't win tonight. And I texted Daz and I said, you better put lunch in. You better put lunch in because I need my supper. You better put lunch because I need my supper. And guess what? We won that game. We won that game, and I'm a pacify.
Shout out.
See, the Gilbo family saved. They're saved tonight after that.
Oh,
the household's good. We're good.
By the way, shout out to Richard Fournay. Saw him tonight. I don't know how he found me in the stands, but came and said what's up. There was another fan I went and meet. He was in the front row. He was with you guys tonight. He's a guy who sits behind home plate every game. Cool dude. Love meeting our fans. So yeah, it was really cool to meet Richard and all those folks. And I see the herd. Let's see the herd dispatch. I'm so sorry, bro. Like, we needed this, man. I know this sucked for you guys, and poor Russ is probably having a bad night. But look, we appreciated hanging out with the Marshall fans.
Man,
you guys were awesome.
We got to meet some really cool, like with Russ and his friend Jamie, and we met a few others. Really cool people. That was was a lot of fun. They came by, hung out with us all day at the tailgate, and that you know, Russ was saying, he's like, I was asking after the game, I said, hey, come hang out with us. He goes, yeah, man, I'm gonna hang out with you for a little bit. Now, on second thought, I gotta go. I got a 16-hour drive I gotta make back home tomorrow. I said, well, go get some sleep, man. You good. You good.
Speaking of the herd dispatch, I think they're connecting. Hey, man, if you want to unmute yourself, go ahead and talk. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, no. I just want to come on real quick and say congratulations. You know, it sucks for us, but hey, at least somebody's having some fun tonight.
Man, it's been something tonight, brother. I will tell you. The video is definitely better than the audio. I will tell you that.
I'll say this from a Marshall perspective. I think this loss does help us because our offense was so hit or miss the past couple of weeks. Like, just seeing 51 points on there, consistently driving it down the field against a defense that did hold us. They weren't like you guys weren't like cardboard. You know, we weren't just knocking you down. Like, it was a real defense. We feel like we have an offense. The only problem is we don't have a defense. So, that's kind of where it lies right now.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, man. I think we sucked on offense for most of the night. And I will say a lot of the success that we had offensively was more of you guys maybe were not prepared to see Lynch Winfield and to see what he brings in. I mean, hell, we weren't either, bro. So I think that had a lot to do with it, you know?
Yeah, no. I think regardless, it was a good game of football. I think it was thrilling, exhilarating. We absolutely suck, but you know what? I think it's one of those thrillers. It's something that'll go down in the books, and I think personally, the Herd and the Cajuns, I think there's a weird rivalry brewing. You can kind of clap back on me for that, but I feel like there's a weird rivalry brewing. It's like
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, and I think it started back in the New Orleans Bowl when we had that targeting call against you guys.
Dirty hit.
Yeah.
And I'm
forgive you guys for that.
I love that because I'm gonna tell you, like when Marshall joined the conference, that was one of the brand names that I was excited to see because Marshall has always had a very respectable football history. So look, if that's an unofficial rivalry that we can gain, I'm all in with that. And also too, I gotta say, look, I'm gonna tell you about Marshall, man. You had to replace an entire coaching staff. You basically replaced an entire team. You guys have a lot of upside with what you have and how you have a lot, like how to revamp your roster. There's a lot of talent there. I think,
I'll tell you this. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Let me just finish up. I think for as many problems as we had, our real two losses, because I don't count Georgia. They're competing for a national championship this year. Missouri State and Louisiana, we lost those based off like 1 to 2 plays. We get those fixed, we are easily 4-1. It's just fixing, it's cleaning everything up, and it's first year coaching problems. No excuses for us. We need to get it cleaned up. But you know what? Hey, maybe this is spark for the Cajuns need to dominate the West, win another Sun Belt championship, and maybe this is our spark to be like, hey, let's get back on our high horse and let's start competing at the high level we are meant to be.
I'm sorry, I was distracted because a mouse just ran across my mom's floor, so that's cool. No, man, appreciate a mouse just casually walking.
What is happening? Dude.
I don't know, man. This is Rage and Review After Dark, man. So welcome.
What the hell?
Hey, take care. care. Take care. Go to church. Jesus loves you.
South Louisiana.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Oh, man. Hey, Richard, I see you there, brother. Again, good meeting you. What's going on? Let's see if Richard hears me. He might have fallen asleep like Blake earlier or hit a dead spot.
I mean, dude, you do look like you're calling the show from a freaking shower. Like, you look like you in a shower with the curtain in the background.
Look, that's my mama's china.
Your mama look like she got more Sun Belt championships than the Cajuns.
Dude, bruh, I could go and show you my memorial over there, but I can't disconnect everything. But I have a literal memorial. If you come here, Cole, I'll show you. It's some flowers, a little prayer card, and then my high school senior photo. It literally looks like I died, and that they put that right by a casket.
Does your mama watch the post-game show too? Miss Thelma, look at me in my face.
She typically does, but she in bed, bro. She just walking around
Miss
right
Thelma,
now.
I love you, and I will come eat your rice and gravy. Any Sunday you want me to come pass by, I will pass by, baby. I promise you.
Well, y'all just promised her some po' boys and to come eat her fried chicken tomorrow, so we're gonna see. Richard, what's going on, man? You still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I can hear you guys earlier.
What's up, brother?
Not much, man. It's good meeting you tonight.
You too, man.
And crazy ass game, man. What some people aren't mentioning is when Marshall came out dancing during that song. That I feel like the team took that personally. I don't know. That may have been me. That was one of the major after that was the turning point. But I didn't see the running into the kicker. I need to see this one. Apparently it's bad.
Oh, brother. Yeah, if you're watching the video feed, I'll play it again. It was terrible.
I totally missed it. I mean, from I just saw the flag. I need to go back and watch a lot.
Yeah. Yeah,
But,
basically what the kicker did was after he kicked it and saw he missed it, we had a guy on the ground. So he touched him with his toe and then fell over like somebody else said, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah,
it was interesting.
And did number 4, Lacey, did he throw punches at anybody at some point? Because Dez got upset about something at a play that unfolded. And I wasn't watching on TV. It would have been late. Fourth quarter kind of, action.
I didn't see anything.
Okay.
But Cole's punching at the screen, so maybe Cole punched somebody, but no, I didn't see anything obvious. I'd have to go back and look. I'll watch it again tomorrow. So.
All right, on. Well, look, guys, y'all have a good one, man. Just wanted to holler.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Terry, I'll give you one last shot, and then I think we might close it out because we tired. Oh my God, bro. We got the picture on stream. That's so terrible. That is look, y'all. Look, this is my mama. It looks like I died, y'all. For real. Hold on. Let me enlarge that here. Look at that. It looks like something that people would put next to a casket. I was a good-looking kid, though.
What happened? Life hit your heart.
Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers.
Kiss my ass, Terry. What's going on, baby?
No, I was going to Cole called it out about the China in the background. Speaking of SEC championship, when are we hanging banners at the stadium, or is that a part of the budget cut? Because I swear I thought that we're going to have banners or something at the state or bowl wins at the stadium, and there's nothing. So y'all know anything about that? Can somebody press Maggard about it before he leaves? Because I know he's probably looking for another job in the wins. Because
before he leaves.
Hold on. I heard they're going to do the banners whenever we go to Omaha. So we're waiting on Deggs. Deggs has to take us to Omaha first.
Right. Who knows when that's going to happen?
Through the gates of Omaha, baby.
They said, you know what's funny? A few years ago, we were told.
It was a promise.
I thought they were hanging in the dome.
No, look, we were told a couple of years ago with the new stadium that they were going to put like banners in the new stadium, but I haven't seen them.
Yeah, I have no idea. That's a good question.
Those must have been $25 million worth of banners right there. That's why we didn't get one.
No, if Richard's listening, Marshall players were fighting each other on the sidelines. I don't know what was going on there, brother, but hey, better than us fighting.
I don't blame him. I was fighting for with my partner in my ice chest. We had one beer left, and we was fighting for it because we were watching the end of the game. So I get it. I get it. Times are tough.
Times are. I got nothing.
What a win. We won the game. Who cares? We're 1-0 in conference. Wrap this shit up. Let's go home.
Before we go, let's go ahead and thank our sponsors. Let me roll this real quick, and then
Love
we'll
you.
call it a night, boys. Let's do this because we do deserve to give a shout-out to our sponsors. So let's take a quick timeout.
We'd like to thank the following partners who make Rage and Review possible. Our title sponsor, the Best Stop Family Market, with locations in Katy and Baytown, Texas, Toledo Bend, Karen Crow, and of course the official location opened in 1986 in Scott. Visit the Best Stop and ask about the Rage and Review tailgate platters. Gulf Coast Bank, title sponsor of the Tailgate Show every Saturday, 3 hours before kickoff. Planet Radio 106.7, Lafayette Roofing, The Yard Goat, Yes Please Branding and Marketing, Old Time Grocery, Stride Safety Solutions, Eat Lafayette brought to you by Lafayette Travel, Rage and Hydration, and Dr. Brett Venable at Recovery Chiromed. And we'd also like to thank our Patreon sponsors listed here. For only $2 a month, you too could have early access to uncut interviews before they air here on our shows. You also get an exclusive Patreon icon next to your name on Cajun Threads, the official message forum for Rage and Review. If you are interested in joining as a Patreon, visit us at patreon.com/rageandreview. Thanks to all of our corporate and Patreon sponsors for making this show possible.
Boys, tonight has been a lot of fun, very eventful. Did not realize some taco eating skills by Natty Daddy, but brother, wife's a lucky woman. That's all I can say. Any final thoughts from you guys before we call it a night?
Yeah, you go. I'll go first. Listen, put all the BS away. You found a way to go 1-0 in conference. And I've been preaching to all of y'all on the show. And Nick, you've been my biggest criticizer. You were like, the season is over if we don't beat EMU. And I agree with you. But you found a way to go 1-0 when it mattered. So guess what? You have confidence going in next week, or it's a bye, but you have confidence going forward, let me say. So all I can say is just keep building on what you've done tonight. Listen, you scored over 50 points tonight. You are a bottom 5 offense in the country going into tonight, and you scored over 50. Over 50. Boys, we are thrilled. We're thrilled. Just keep it going. Please, please keep it going. I don't care if it's Daniel. I don't care if it's Lunch. Play whoever has the hot hand. I love y'all both. Whoever can put the ball in the end zone, I love either one of y'all. And listen, I've watched both of y'all play. I've watched Daniel play personally a bunch of times. I've watched Lunch play. Dude, just put the ball in the end zone, and we can win a bunch of games. Defense, we're going to talk on Wednesday. But offense, good job tonight. You scored 50, and that's all I got to say, man. I'm happy. And Jay Walker, we can go to war whenever you want, buddy.
We certainly have a lot to talk about on Wednesday. Can't wait for that conversation. Jerry, final thoughts.
Yeah, man. I mean, we saw a team, again, the first 2.5 quarters is 34-17. We have no momentum left, and it's back to the here we go again based on what we saw from the opening kickoff against Rice. You got a spark in Lunch Winfield. The spark happened when that team rallied around with Lunch Winfield, and they refused to lose. Everything Marshall threw at us in that final quarter and a half, this team refused to lose. Even on defense, where we were getting tired, they found a way to make enough plays to not let Marshall win this game. Offense, there were guys that are playmakers we haven't heard of all season that were making plays to get the job done because they rallied around what Lunch did, and they believed in one another. And I think this type of game where we had our doubts the last couple of weeks on where the mentality was in that locker room, our questions were answered tonight in the second half. This team rallied around a guy. They believe in him. He believes in his teammates. This coaching staff believe in him. I think, look, like I said, this could not come at a better time to go into that bye week because now you've got 7 straight games of conference games, which are all winnable, including JMU. You got 2 weeks to prepare for JMU with a spark. You have a spark. Let's forget about the 5 games, and now let's focus on the next 7 with that new spark, and let's see what we can do starting with JMU.
I love our fans, man. I love seeing that. I love seeing people still at the tailgate at 12:41 at night. That is amazing. Boys, we have a lot to talk about on Wednesday, but I'm going to let this soak in. By the way, Will Herod, what's up, buddy? I missed you tonight, man. Wish I could have said what's up to you, but, pass it and cross. We'll do it next time. A well-needed rest, a well-deserved week off, and, yeah, boys, I am tired, but tonight was fun. Let's just leave it at that. We'll talk about the other stuff, including the comments made. But we are 1-0 in conference. That's all that matters right now. For Jerry, for Cole, for all the fans that showed up tonight, including those from Marshall, I am Nicholas. Thank y'all for joining Rage and Review tonight. We'll see you on Wednesday. And until next time, as always, we tell ya, go Cajuns.
Tu te fais à